A cave is an ecosystem found either high above ground, in the mountains, or down underground. The ecosystem includes a cold, damp environment with many types of rocks and minerals. Each cave has its own special features, like ices, pure rock, and underground minerals. The climate of a cave is always, for the most part, the same all year, with the temperature in the cave being 55 degrees Fahrenheit on average. But it will vary depending on where you are in the cave, whether it be in the entrance where it can be warmer and fluctuate more, or if the cave is especially large in the deepest area of the cave. Humidity percentage is usually high, and some caves have a 100% humidity percentage. Caves have features such as stalagmites or stalactites. Stalagmites rise from the floor to the ceiling, and stalactites come from the ceiling to the floor. Many different organisms find caves as their home. Different variables come into play with the cave entrances, water, or such as cave ponds, or the cave ceilings and walls for where the animals are. Animals that are found in cave entrances include wood rats, foxes, wolves, raccoons, bears, sheep, cattle, and regarding African caves, elephants will be found in cave entrances. The animals do not use caves as their habitat, but the cave entrances as shelter. Bears hibernate during the winter months in caves and sleep there. Insects found inside caves are cave crickets, cave spiders, centipedes, millipedes, scorpions, beetles, cockroaches, and moths. Cave reptiles include salamanders, frogs, and snakes. Birds will use cave entrances for nesting. Swallows, owls, and swifts, for example. Trilobites, an animal that lives in a cave and does not venture outside of a cave, are organisms with adaptations and traits that are meant for cave life. An estimated 50,000 troglobites exist worldwide. This includes reduced or no vision, loss of color, and some advanced hearing for those troglobite traits. 3 examples of this are: cave snails have thin whitewashed shells and very small eyes. Blind cavefish have no eyes and no color. And lastly, the cave wolf spider has no eyes. Bats are considered a keystone species due to the nutrients their waste provides to the caves and its ecosystem. Bats are endangered due to deforestation and disease. Microbes are one of the primary reasons for the existence of caves. Endangered animals in caves include bats, cave shrimp, cave wolf spider, cave amphipod, cave isopod, and other arachnids. Human impacts on caves have widely been pretty negative. In the past, human impact was especially negative. People in the early 1900s had little education on caves and how they grew and functioned, and caves everywhere still continue to suffer from this damage. People would touch the walls freely and even be allowed to break off parts of caves as souvenirs. Cave takes thousands and thousands of years to even form a small portion of the cave like stalagmites, so it will be years before caves recover to their state before that time. Bats are widely falsely considered by many people to be troglobites, but they venture outside of caves and use caves for sleep and reproduction and to capture prey as well. Bat vision is extremely poor, and they use echolocation and adaptation to the nighttime and cave life. Salamanders are common to the U.S. caves, including Colorado. Cavefish mostly live in cave streams. Crustaceans are often the largest animals found in a cave. However, probably the most important organism to a cave is a microbe. Microbes play a large role in actually forming a cave. Microbes in caves dissolve calcium carbonate, and the gypsum left behind is dissolved by water. So, are caves as an ecosystem endangered? Well, as a whole, caves can be found everywhere in the world, in many different places. Ice and underwater caves exist in this world, and they are all important because they are part of this planet we live on. Caves overall aren't endangered, but some caves have been forced to close down to tourism to preserve cave growth. For oils on human fingers and hands negatively affect the growth process for cave stalagmites and other natural features that take up to a million years to grow to what we can view of them today. However, this isn't to say that organisms living in caves are endangered. Cave bats, insects, and water organisms that are found in cave streams and ponds may be or may already be endangered, such as the bats. Due to caves' natural climate and atmosphere, it's a breeding ground for fungus and bacteria. These two factors that can affect many organisms we find in caves, ultimately affecting cave ecosystems as a whole. Individual caves that have been closed to the public due to the endangerment of the bat species include Frenchman Knob Cave in Kentucky, Wolf River Cave, Holly Creek Cave, and Rattling Cave in Tennessee, Frick's Cave in Georgia, and Anderson Cave in Alabama. These caves are protecting bats, and in the big picture, the whole ecosystem of caves by helping to conserve the ecosystem's natural biodiversity. While caves don't provide any necessities for humans, it is still important to preserve caves. Solutions include limiting human contact to limited or no tourism and only available to those who specialize in cave health or in sciences related to the matter. Human interaction is what has brought caves to their current reversed state. It is time to let caves heal.